Sustainable rice crop farming. In Maharashtra, rice is the second important crop. Yet, the average productivity of Maharashtra state is low as compared to other rice-growing states. An experiment for 2 consecutive years, 2014 and 2015, was conducted to study the problems of rice cultivation and find solutions to make it sustainable for the small land farming households. In the 2014 experiment, rice was cultivated using the traditional manual method. Let's take a look at the cost of manual rice farming. Nursery preparation cost Rs 3,340. Land preparation cost Rs 5,200. Cost of transplanting Rs 4,800. Pest and weed control cost Rs 1,800. Cost of fertilizers Rs 5,100. Cost for harvesting Rs 6,000. Cost for threshing Rs 3,200. Total cost for 1 acre of rice cultivation Rs 29,400. In 2014 manual plantation experiment, the yield was 1,700 kilograms per acre and the profit was Rs 13,100 per acre. This yield is higher than the average and was achieved by using recommended seed, adopting modern planting technology, good quality fertilizers, pesticides and weed killers in right quantities at the precise time. Let us look at the hardships the small farm household faces during rice cultivation. Previously, families in the village worked in each other's fields at no cost. Now, most of the young generation is working in towns. They cannot afford to take leave and come for the rice planting season. So getting labor during the season is very difficult and expensive. Monsoon has become unpredictable. If there are no rains after transplantation, the young plants die. In the traditional rice planting method, 1-month-old plants are required. So, there is no time to replant the nursery, wait for 1 month and then replant the rice field. So, a farmer does not just lose the cost of field preparation, nursery and transplanting alone, but loses the complete season. Even after overcoming the hardships, there is still no guarantee of abundant yield. Some main reasons for yield drop are not sufficient and timely rain, availability and application of quality seeds, fertilizers and pesticides, planting method or technology used, unexpected rains when harvest is still in the fields, stray cattle destroying rice fields before harvest. The 2014 experiment proves that a typical smallholder farming household lacks the necessary resources to transform their farm into a prosperous agribusiness. Due to this, the younger generation is moving away from rice farming and many acres of rice farms are now left uncultivated. After studying the manual methods and its problems in 2014, it was decided to bring in mechanization and do rice cultivation jointly in 50 acres for the 2015 experiment. For mechanization, a small tractor, a rotavator, and a planter were procured. Let's take a look at the cost of mechanized rice cultivation. With the tractor, the fields were plowed and leveled. The rotavator took very little time to prepare the soil slurry to a precise depth required by the planter. Total land preparation cost Rs 2,500. For the planter, 12-day-old plants are required. The plants need to be on small transportable beds. So, a special method is used to make the nursery. Rectangular mud beds of 4-inch height are prepared with organic manure and ash on plastic sheets. Total cost of nursery Rs 1,700. In 12 days, the plants are ready for transplantation. The plants along with the soil bed slabs are transported to the fields. The baby plant slabs are loaded on the planter and the field is planted evenly with pairs of plants in equidistant rows. This allows each plant to receive ample sunlight and nutrition for healthy growth. The planter takes 30 minutes to complete an acre of a flat, even contour field. The equidistant plantation makes it easy for mechanized weeding and application of fertilizers and pesticides. Also, the plants required per acre are 30% less compared to the manual bunch transplanting method. Transplantation cost Rs 4,966. Pest and weed control cost Rs 872. The fertilizer used in the nursery was deposited in the fields during transplantation, so the requirement for fertilizers was less. Total cost of fertilizers Rs 1,854. A threshing machine was used. We could not use harvesting machine since the fields were far apart. Harvester is economical only when there are at least 50 acres in one area. Labor cost for harvesting and threshing Rs 5,739. Total cost per acre came to Rs 16,431. Mechanization reduced the cultivation cost by Rs 13,009 per acre. The total yield was 1,848 kilograms rice per acre and the profit Rs 29,769 in 2015. Mechanization and collective farming of 50 acres made it possible to achieve the increase in profit of Rs 16,669 per acre. This 228% increase in profit was totally due to decrease in cultivation cost. Main advantage of mechanization is that the fields can be replanted the second time if there are poor rains after transplantation. There is some extra cost, but the total season is not lost. From the 2-year experiment, the following conclusions can be drawn. Collective farming is more profitable. A small single farmer cannot invest in all the required machinery, which is a tractor, a rotavator, a tiller, a trolley, a planter, a weeder, a harvester and a thresher, since the machinery will be used once a year only. The machinery has to be stored in a safe place, serviced and maintained in prime condition for the rest of the year. So, a service provider is required. One set of machines can cater to 150 acres per season. More savings can be achieved by making bulk purchases. Hiring a harvester machine is only economical for more than 50 acres in one area. Harvesting on time and with speed will reduce the loss of yield due to theft and cattle damage. To address crop damage from stray cattle, there should be a daycare for cattle in every village run by the Gram Panchayat or some individual. Advantages of collecting farming are many. It will help farmers increase their crop yield, improve income and food security for their families even without being present on the farms during the complete season. Reduce the acres of farmland left uncultivated. Create jobs and income for the Gram Panchayat as well. The implementation of collective farming will require participation of various stakeholders. Giava Agri Division, with expertise in rice cultivation, offers a one-stop solution for rice cultivation. We have made the investment for the farmers and we will be offering the required services for rice cultivation. Giava will be providing the following services for farmers who have senior citizens living in the village. We will prepare and plant the nursery with quality seed. Prepare your land and do the transplantation. We will apply fertilizer, pesticide and do the weeding. We will harvest, thresh and deliver the crop. We will take care of everything from seed selection to harvesting. Senior citizens from your family will act as crop guardians. You get your complete crop without lifting a finger at nominal cost. For small landowners who do not have anybody to act as crop guardians, can lease their land to us for the season and get 200 kilograms of assured crop per acre. Minimum area of land required is 10 acres at one location. All over Maharashtra, there is a lot of scope for this model of rice cultivation. Partner with Giava and become a local operator for this model of rice cultivation. We will provide all the know-how and details required for obtaining loan for the machinery. Let us all make rice farming sustainable and achieve food security for the small farm holders.